มันจะมีทางที่เราพูดผิดยิ้มผ่านของถ่ายมาหรือไม่ก็แบบมีนี่นั่น
begin our story a long time ago, so fasten your seatbelts for a whistle-stop tour of ramen history. It starts in 1800s China, which is considered to be the birthplace of all things ramen. The idea of noodles in a soupy broth traveled with Chinese immigrants in the late 19th or early 20th century to Japan after the Meiji Shin in 1868. On arriving in Japan, Chinatowns sprung up like the one in Yokohama, a busy port town that helped to spread the popularity of ramen throughout Japan. Then in 1947, Fukuoka, the now world-famous Hakata Tonkotsu ramen, was utterly made by sheer mistake. Restaurant chefs, when they overboiled the soup, made the pork broth extra milky and white. But on tasting it, they realized they were onto a good thing, and Hakata Tonkotsu broth was born. Regional variations of ramen started to spring up, with the first being Ajino Sanpei in Sapporo, Hokkaido, in the north of Japan. The first ramen bar to create miso ramen, now synonymous with Hokkaido, just as much as the snowboarding. Onwards to post-war Japan, bread and wheat consumption increased, with wheat being made into ramen noodles. By 1950, ramen noodles were increasingly being eaten at outdoor street stalls known as yatai that started to spring up across towns and cities, offering workers a quick hot meal at all hours of the day and night. In 1958, a key milestone for ramen fans was the invention of instant noodles by Momofuku Ando, the Taiwanese-Japanese founder of Nissin Foods. This allowed anyone to make this comfort soul food at home in just a few easy steps.
Now we know the history of ramen. Let's learn how to make them. First, boil the water, add the seasoning packets. Bring 2 1/2 cups of water to boil in a large saucepan over high heat. Add the soup base and vegetable mix. Boil for 1 minute. Second, drop in the noodles gently. Add the whole dish of dried noodles. Do not break them into half. I know it's fun to break stuff, but you must resist. Instead, slip the noodles into the boiling broth and press them down with chopsticks or a fork to keep them submerged. Do not stir the noodles, just keep them submerged. After 2 minutes, the noodle will soften and break apart. Third, fan it! This is critical. I find that simply boiling the noodles for 4 to 5 minutes, as most ramen directions read, produce limp and soggy noodles. To avoid this, you have to slow down the noodles cooking process while the broth continues to cook. The best way to do this, fan the noodles.
Fourth, put an egg on it. Return the now cooled noodles to the broth and add your toppings. Crack a raw egg over the noodles. Cover the pot and boil for 30 seconds. Turn off the heat, cover and let sit for 30 seconds more. Serve immediately.
Yes!
taste of all things ramen. The idea of noodles in a soupy broth traveled with Chinese immigrants in the late 19th, early 20th century to Japan after the Meiji in 1868. On arriving in Japan, Chinatowns sprung up like the one in Yokohama, a busy port town that helped to spread the popularity of ramen throughout Japan. Then in 1947, Fukuoka, the now world famous Hatata Tonkotsu ramen, was actually made by Curtis Day.
Add the seasoning packets. Bring 2 1/2 cups of water to boil in a large saucepan over high heat. Add the soup base and vegetable mix. Boil for 1 minute.